The history of the Dorgesh-Kaan, often referred to as cave goblins or the Lost Tribe, starts much the same as any goblin tribe. During the Second Age prior to the God Wars, Bandos arrived on Gielinor to wage war, bringing goblins with him. By the time of the God Wars in the Third Age, the goblins had formed into 12 distinct tribes. The Dorgesh-Kaan, also known as the Goblins of the Strong Spears, rebelled against their big high war god and fled underground near the start of the God Wars. For the remaining goblins, knowledge of this tribe becomes legend. When the God Wars ended, the Dorgesh-Kaan were unaware, still hidden away. The remaining goblin tribes fought and regressed without leadership, while the Dorgesh-Kaan remained intelligent and resourceful, building the underground city of Dorgesh-Kaan. During this time, in the Fourth Age, a civil war broke out amongst the Dorgesh-Kaan. The Dorgesh-Kaan, like their goblin cousins, had been led by a general, assigned by defeating the predecessor in combat. The generals, meanwhile, were advised by a council of elders. As the Dorgesh-Kaan were no longer an army in service to any god, many of the tribe felt that the rule should be handed to the authority of the council. The general of the time, General Bonehelm, refused to give up power when the people voted for a republic under council rule. While the majority supported this republican movement, General Bonehelm held most of the soldiers and magical weapons in his army. Riding into the city utilizing archers mounted on giant frogs, the army was unsuccessful and retreated into the tunnels that they had mined out. The tunnel supports were weak, and the tunnel collapsed on the retreating army, ending the civil war. From this time, the city was peaceful, seeing weapons as unclean for any but the city guard. By the Fifth Age, the tribe had been forgotten completely by the peoples of the surface. The town of Lumbridge had since been built atop the city where the goblins had escaped underground, never knowing of the city beneath their feet. When the goblins by chance dug into the cellar of the Lumbridge castle, an adventurer was sent to investigate the damage, stumbling upon the tribe. While tensions brewed between the surface and the Dorgesh-Kaan, including a genocidal plot by the humans against monsters, eventually peace was brought between the two civilizations and trade was fostered. The city no longer closed to outsiders.